All right, boys and girls, it's me again, and I am back for another math lesson. Okay, now this is something pretty easy. So, this is something that we've been doing in class already, and we've been doing it all throughout the year. So, this is really easy peasy lemon squeezy, guys. Now, look, I want you to look at the very top, and we've been talking about symbols. We've been talking about how a line, when you draw it, that means 10. We've been talking about how one square or one circle means ones. Well, we're going to talk about some more symbols. And you've seen this before, boys and girls, because behind my door, and we refer to it a lot, especially during calendar time in our number talks, we have seen these little symbols right here. And remember, we call them the alligator mouse, okay? Because an alligator sometimes wants to turn its head either way. It might turn its head this way, or it might turn its head this way. And this is what you see is what we call an alligator mouth, okay? I didn't draw the teeth this time, but I just want you to imagine in your head that these little signs right here has little teeth inside, okay? So let's pretend that we are alligators, and we've talked about before that when alligators eat, they like to eat what? Yep, they like to eat the biggest number. They don't even care about those little itty bitty numbers. They want the bigger number. So that's what we're going to talk about today. We are going to compare numbers. Some of the numbers that we're going to compare might be one-digit numbers, okay? Because we've talked about that before. This is a digit. This is a digit. And remember, a digit is just a fancy word for a number, okay? Now, we've been talking about tens and ones a lot lately, so let's kind of go over that a little bit. Because this is a one-digit number, it doesn't have two numbers. This number does not have any tens. It has 0 tens. So when you're talking about the numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and 9, those one-digit numbers have 0 tens. So this number right here has 0 tens and only 8 ones. Remember, the first number is the tens and the second number is the ones. So this one doesn't have any tens. It has 8 ones. How many tens does this number 7 have, boys and girls? Yep, you're right. It has 0. 0 tens and 7 ones, okay? So let's go back up to our symbol. This symbol right here means less than. This symbol right here means greater than, and we definitely know this symbol. This symbol means equal to, okay, because we've seen that in our number sentences. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to refer to these symbols in just a few minutes, because when we are done comparing these two numbers, we are going to read it just like we do a number sentence in a second, okay? So let's go ahead and think about it. We've got the number 8 and we've got the number 7, okay? Now, I am going to kind of show you, I'm going to draw it out a little bit. Because the number 8 has 0 tens, I'm not going to draw any lines. But it does have some ones. It has 8 ones. So I'm going to just do 8 little circles here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay? I just did my ones. There's no tens. Let's do 7. How many tens are there? 0. How many ones are there? 7. So we're going to do 7 circles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Now, just by looking at my two pictures, and I want you to pay really close attention to them, which number would this alligator want to eat? Because remember that alligators always want to eat the bigger number. It's going to want to eat the 8. Because just by looking at it, and I did a picture this time so you can see it, but after a while I'm not going to do a picture because we need to know which numbers are bigger and smaller. So if this alligator is looking at this 8 and it's getting ready to eat, or it's looking at this 7 and it's getting ready to eat, which one of these numbers would the alligator wants to eat? Oh yeah, it wants to eat the 8 because there are more circles or there are more ones in the number 8 than there are in the number 7. So guess what? When the alligator eats, it's going to have its mouth open and ready to eat that 8. So I'm going to use the symbol here. And I'm going to draw that symbol. I'm going to do this and that. Now we have compared the 8 and the 7. Now we can read this sentence just like we would a number sentence. This says 8, what does this symbol mean? Is greater than 7. Okay? 8 is greater than 7. Or I could say 8 is more than 7. Okay? All right, we're going to try another one. I'm going to this time use a number, boys and girls, that does have 10s and 1s. Okay? And we're going to figure out what's going on here. Now, for this time, I am not going to draw my 10s and 1s. Well, actually, let's try it. We may do it. So let's do it on this second one, and then on the next one, I won't, okay? I've got the number 32 and 85, okay? Just by looking, boys and girls, you might be already thinking which one this alligator is going to want to eat. Because remember, that alligator is hungry and it wants to eat the bigger number. But just in case I'm not sure, I can always draw a picture to help me. So look at the number 32. I see that it is a 2-digit number. It is a 2-number digit. So I am going to draw my 10s. How many 10s are in the number 32? The first one is the 10s. So I'm going to draw 3 10s. 1, 2, 3. Remember, those are 10s. Even though I drew lines, those are 10s. All right, how many 1s are in the number 32? The first one is the 10s. The second one is the 1. That is 2 1s. 1, 2. All right, let's go over and show the number 85. How many 10s are there in the number 85? Yes, there are 8 10s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then how many 1s are there in 85? The second one is the 1, so there are 5 1s. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. All right, boys and girls, just by looking, which number is the biggest number? 32, 85. Yep, it is 85. That alligator is wanting to eat all of that 85 for a big time snack because I can just look and see there are more 10s in the 85 than there are the 32. So the alligator's mouth needs to be open towards the 85. So I'm going to draw it to make sure its mouth is open towards the 85. And now we can read this. 32, what does that stand for? Less than. 32 is less than 85. Okay? All right, we're going to do one last one real quickly. Now, this one, boys and girls, I am not going to draw the 10s and 1s because I want you to get used to being able to just looking at a number and knowing which one is bigger. Okay? All right, let's do the number. Let's see. 54 and 39. All right, boys and girls, which one do you think the alligator is going to want to eat? Yep, it's going to want to eat the 54 because it is the bigger number. And I didn't have to look at both of my numbers for that. I just look at that 5. Look at your tens first. Look at your tens first. There's 5 tens. There's 3 tens. Which one is bigger? 5 or 3? Yeah, 5. So if 5 tens is bigger than 3 tens, that means 54 is the bigger number. All right, so let's read this, boys and girls. 54 is greater than 39. So we've learned today about our alligator and the symbols that it can make, okay? So today you have learned about those different symbols, and I hope that you understand it, and we'll talk more about it next time. All right, see you later.